Okay, welcome to the simple science of how to lose or how to gain weight. For starters, we're going to discuss the energy balance, that is calories in versus calories out. So to put it simply, more calories out than in equals weight loss, meaning if you burn more calories than you consume, you will lose weight. On the other hand, the more calories in than out equals weight gain, meaning if you consume more calories than you burn, you will gain weight. So once you found your BMR, which I'll explain how to do in a second. By the way, BMR, basal metabolic rate, is essentially the amount of calories you would burn by being sedentary. So that you wake up, you go to your 9 to 5 job, you come home, you relax on the couch, then you go to bed. It's the amount of calories you burn by just being sedentary. So to determine, say for example, an individual has a BMR of 2,000 calories. Therefore, 1,800 calories would equal a deficit, and 2,200 calories would equal a surplus. So depending on how low your calories go beneath your BMR will determine how fast you can lose weight. And vice versa, for surplus, the higher you go above your BMR will mean the faster you will gain weight. However, it's not safe to lose or gain weight at such rapid times, meaning find maybe a 500 calorie deficit or a 500 calorie surplus, whatever makes you feel comfortable, whatever you feel is safe and whatever fits your body, because again, everybody's different for weight loss and weight gain. Some people lose weight faster than others, some people gain weight faster than others. It all really depends on your body type, which I will explain in another video. But essentially, eat over your BMR for a surplus, eat under your BMR for a deficit. Okay, so how to calculate your BMR? Well, to begin with, I suggest looking up a calorie calculator online as opposed to using a formula, because you could look up formulas, but it's very complicated and it doesn't take in external factors. So once you find a calorie calculator, the one I use, I'll give the link in the description below. It actually gives 5 different options. It gives 2 options to lose weight and 2 to gain weight, 1 to maintain. It'll give you how many calories you need to eat to lose 2 pounds of weight, to lose 1 pound of weight, how to maintain your weight, and then to gain 1 pound and to gain 2 pounds. So essentially I suggest using the calorie calculator because it actually takes into effect your activity level. That's very important because certain people are more active than others. It gives several different options of activities, such as like there's lightly active, there's moderately active, there's very active, and then it's like you have physical job every day. There's several different options to choose from. Again, I suggest using it because it'll give you accurate measurements, and it'll just make your life a lot easier when it comes to gaining or losing or even maintaining your weight. So now we will have factors affecting your energy. So to begin with, factors affecting energy in is calorie intake and energy digested and absorbed. Okay, and lastly we have factors affecting energy out. So for starters, you have physical work, which is essentially exercise or any type of movement. Then you have heat, and there's several sub-factors of heat. There's heat from physical work, heat from the thermic effect, thermic effect from food, heat from metabolism, and heat from thermoregulation. The next you have storage. Storage kind of goes hand in hand with the previous two. Well, technically they're all linked, but storage, I would honestly classify it more as a subsection of the two. But you have storage, efficiency of work, storage from your food metabolism, and storage from energy stored in adipose tissue. So for example, storage from efficiency of work. That's essentially, if you were to walk for 10 minutes as opposed to run for 10 minutes, obviously you burn more calories running for the 10 minutes because it's more of an intense workout than walking for 10 minutes. Okay, so that pretty much wraps up this video. I would like to have a quick disclaimer saying that everybody's different and not everybody's body works the same. So this is scientifically the energy balance of how to lose and how to gain weight. However, I am more than certain if you had two different people living the same life, working out at the same intensity, and eating the same diet, they're not going to have the same results. They're not going to have the same weight, the same muscle mass, the same fat mass. It's all going to be different. It's all different. Everybody's different. So find what works for you. Find how your body reacts to certain nutrition, certain physical activity, and see over time how your body will develop, how it'll change. Because if you're expecting results within a month or within like weeks, it's realistically not going to happen. If you have high goals, like say you want to burn 20 pounds of fat, that's realistically not going to happen within the first month. You know, you got to think long term. You got to think, what can I do right now in the present that I know I will continue to do within the next, 2-3 months. So just challenge your body. You know, the body isn't going to change unless you challenge it. Challenge and change, right? Your body has to adapt. It gets easier the first couple of days or even weeks of dieting. It's hard. It's hard to eat more than you're used to. It's hard to eat less than you're used to. There are definitely side effects to both. I mean, if you're eating less than you're used to eating, if you're eating in a deficit, you're probably going to feel fatigued. You're going to feel loss of strength. It's all normal. It's all natural. It happens to everyone who goes into a calorie deficit. It all depends on what you're eating and how you go about doing your day. For example, if you get one guy eating French fries every day for his carbohydrates, and you get another guy who's eating his fruits and his starches, obviously the two are going to perform differently, and they're going to be at different stages of fat loss, even though they've been dieting for the exact same amount, and maybe they've even been eating the exact same of macronutrients. Which, by the way, I will go over macronutrients in another video. But basically what I'm trying to say is everybody's different. Just it takes time. Don't get frustrated if you find you're not burning or losing weight, and don't get frustrated if you find you're not gaining weight. Try different things, see what works for you. Also, one more thing, the reason I'm saying weight and I'm not saying fat is because there's a difference between losing weight and burning fat. Losing weight, that could be a whole bunch of different factors. You could be losing water weight, you could be burning fat as well, but you could also be losing muscle as well, which obviously nobody really wants to lose muscle, as opposed to burning fat, which is purely just trying to eat correctly and working out to the point where your body is preserving its muscle and instead tearing through its fat. So there are different ways to burn fat as opposed to every single thing in your body. And by that I mean that was put really weirdly, but what I meant by that, as opposed to burning fat and losing muscle and water weight and giving you false hope, essentially. It all comes down to your macronutrients and, sorry about that, I was getting a call, and your physical activity. So it's very important that your physical activity is there, you're doing it. Personally, I would suggest to go to the gym to weight train, or to do body weight exercises. Do something that really puts tension on your muscles and that really affects them. I'll do macronutrient splits in another video. Macronutrients, counting them will make your journey a lot easier and a lot more rewarding, in my opinion, because this way, say you're really looking to preserve your muscle and you're really worried about losing it, that's when you eat high amounts of protein and not as high amounts of carbohydrates and fats, because the protein, the amino acids in them, will help to preserve your muscle. But again, I'll go over this in another video. Basically, moral of the story, don't get frustrated, follow the energy balance, whether you want to lose weight, gain weight, or even maintain weight, and I'll see you guys in the next video.